What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello, my beautiful Nubian queens and kings out there that are listening right now. Thank you so much for pressing play. I'm super stoked to be here. My name is Kanikia, your host for Uncharted Melanin, the podcast, a unfiltered podcast where creativity and expansion meets Black excellence. Daily raw and unfiltered content Monday through Friday, and interviews every Thursday. You aren't going to want to miss today's episode, so let's dive right in. Marrista, are you there?
Yes.
Wonderful. Hi, today we have Marrista on Uncharted Melanin, and I am so excited for today's interview because Marrista is not only an amazing individual, but she is a boss babe, getting shit done within the community, adding awareness, adding representation, and just living in true alignment. So I'm super excited about this interview today. How are you feeling today, Marrista?
I am fantastic. I've been having a really good week.
Yes?
Yes, yeah.
Good.
I made a surprise visit home. For me, that's Ohio, to my childhood home. And I've been getting to see my family members, and my friend started her business, and I got to work with her on that last night. So it's been a good trip back so far.
That is absolutely beautiful. Are you visiting before you head out to Japan?
I sure am.
Wow.
You know,
what is the countdown now?
So
what are the days?
I had a friend call the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for me to find out what's going on, because they only speak in Japanese, and of course it can only be during Japanese hours, so on and so forth. So she said that they told her that it's still processing and they can't tell me when it will be done. So that's what made me decide, you know what, if I don't know when it's going to be done anyway, I might as well go home and try to see my family, because I was thinking I wasn't going to be able to see them all before I left. So this was the universe giving me that opportunity that I wanted to take to see my family. So maybe trip out of the way, that's when I'll get my visa, because after that, I don't really have anything left to do.
Right. Well, that is absolutely divine timing. And I'm sure like after, you're visiting your family and everything's like done, they're going to call you and be like, it is time for you to go.
Yes, that is what I'm hoping. This week or next week marks 2 months of waiting. And I just would like to get it before June. I still want to have a little teaching experience before they break for summer. And I have to get thrown in I'm being present. I'm patiently waiting. I'm enjoying the time with my godchildren and my best friend and my parents and my brothers, so on and so forth. So it's a good trip. I'm still getting things done, just not in the way that I expected to get them done.
Right. I mean, that's definitely the way like the universe works. You have a complete vision of what you think's going to happen, but the universe is like,
Well, maybe, but maybe not. It's always something.
It's kind of similar to, I know the listeners may not know this, but me and Marrista worked on Pride of America and sailed the cruise ship together. And I remember that hiring process took almost about a year for me.
Oh, wow. It did not
like
take
a year,
that long
but
for
like
me.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it took maybe a month for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I was hearing that too, because another person we worked with, they had the same situation. They were waiting about a year to hear back about their job starting.
Right. I mean, at first I applied like in person. I'm like definitely going off topic right now. But first I applied online, I think. And after I applied online, there was like a job fair in Jacksonville or whatever. And I went to the job fair in Jacksonville. And from there it was kind of like a speedier process.
Yeah.
But like,
I did the in-person only, and maybe that's why.
Oh, at the job fair?
Yeah.
Even like going to the doctors and getting cleared for like the TWIC and all that kind of took a minute for the processing for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Anywho, Marrista, for the listeners who are listening now, please tell us who you are, where you're from, and what it is that you're doing.
Yes. As you've heard several times now, my name is Marrista. Um,
Woo!
I currently am based out of California, but soon I will be based out of Japan. I'm a Black vegan traveler. That's what my uh, pages are called. That's what my media is called. I teach people about veganism, I would say, or I like to share places that I enjoy and places that I go on my travels that are vegan so that people who with dietary restrictions can find places to eat, but also so that a lot of people I know personally, and I've experienced this coming back home, think that vegan food is gross. I asked my mom to try something vegan and she made this face like, how dare you?
Right.
And I just said, well, have you tried it? She said, no. So how
Mhm.
do you know whether it tastes good or not? I want to prove that it's just like any other kind of cuisine. There are people who cook it well and there are people who don't cook it well. You just got to eat where it's good. And I'm here to show
Exactly.
you where it's good or how to make it well at home yourself.
Mhm.
Um, and also the travels part, I am moving to Japan, as I stated. I'm going to be working as a teacher, and I want to share my experiences there as well. I have been to Japan twice before, and it's a beautiful country. There are a lot of things to do. There are ups and downs with the country. I'm there to celebrate the ups and help bring up the downs. So
Mm.
I'm excited for that experience and to show off not only the beautiful locations, but the foods and the experiences that people can have. And the people, every time I go, everyone's always, oh, welcome to our city. Oh, where are you visiting from? It's nice to have you here. I haven't, if anyone's mean, they haven't been mean to my face.
Mhm.
So
Wow.
yeah, and I want to experience. I want people to be comfortable traveling and
Mhm.
see why they should be comfortable traveling.
Especially Black people. I have to
Yes.
say, I've had this conversation with my sister a couple of times, and I know like we are like two completely different entities, but she explains how traveling is different for her because of how the world views her. She has
Mm,
locks. She is a beautiful being in my eyes, but I know the world doesn't always perceive her as a Black woman to be that way,
right.
especially in other countries outside of America.
Mm,
You also said that you were excited to share the good parts and to uplift the down parts. I think
mhm.
that's absolutely so important, especially in this day and age where I feel like it's easy to focus on the negative and to complain and to get stuck in that rut. So I love that's a part of your mission is to go out and to elevate and to raise awareness.
Yeah. I don't want to say it baffles me, but every time I say I'm going to do something, especially with the move to Japan, I always by well-meaning people with the, oh, well, what about this? Oh, well, do they have that? Or don't they do this? Or aren't they like that? Well, is any one group entirely the same? Yeah, there
Hmm.
are people who are ignorant and they need to be educated, but that's why we, those who are educated, are here to educate
Exactly.
the ignorant.
Right, right, right.
You can't just be mad at someone for not knowing and then not correct them.
And
You
not
have to,
explain it.
right. You have, right. So yeah, they're beautiful, wonderful people. Everyone's nice. It is kind of built into the culture, but that's a good thing to be nice. It's you don't have to like everybody, but you shouldn't be mean to them to and
Be
disrespectful to
respectful.
them. Yeah.
Right.
And
Just because yeah, we're different.
right,
And
right.
I mean, the awareness behind understanding that like we're all different and we all have cultural differences. I
Yes.
feel like most of it is rooted within the same practices: be
Hmm.
good, be kind, etc., etc. But
Hmm.
like you said earlier, there are good people in the bunch and there are bad people, and it's unfortunate that the not so great people kind
Always
of,
get a lot of
yeah.
attention or put themselves in attention's way.
Right, it's that part. I love the way you said that. Put themselves in attention's way. That's nice. Can you also, switching gears a little bit, but can you
Hmm.
also tell us a little bit how you got into being a vegan?
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, we'll start there.
Um, I always tell people I've been going vegan my whole life. I just didn't know it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really eat a lot of shellfish as a kid because my dad was allergic to shellfish. And at some point, I decided to stop eating pork because my dad told me he didn't eat pork. And I was like, he explained his reasoning. He was talking about how unclean the meat can be sometimes, and it's very salty, not good for your blood pressure. We have a history of high blood pressure. I was like, that's good reasons.
Mm-hmm.
That's good reasons. So I'm
Valid.
also going to partake in this. And then I decided to stop eating red meat because it kind of felt heavy. And then I gave up fish and poultry and went vegetarian for a week. And I was just flirting with being vegetarian, and I went to a convention and met a voice actor that I'm a fan of who is vegan, and got the opportunity to talk to him about um, what it is on the whole, not just as with dietary restrictions. And I understood his logic. I agreed with what he said. And I thought, yeah, going vegan, it's the right thing to do. That's what I'm going to do. And I will have been vegan for.
Congratulations on
Yeah,
making the world a better planet.
I'm doing my best every turn that I can.
I also do want to say that was no shade intended for anybody who
No.
eats meat, because I know that we are all on our own journey, and
Hmm.
regardless of where you are at, I am proud of you today for honoring what feels right for you and your body. Nobody can take that away from you. So
Yes, it's a personal journey. You're at is where you should be at, and you're going exactly where you should be going. So,
I love that. Double compliments.
compliment sandwich. It's stuffed with
Love
more
it.
compliments.
One sandwich on your right earbud, one sandwich on your left. We're making you a compliment sandwich. It's like, who's that guy? George Ramsay?
Oh, Gordon Ramsay instead of an idiot
That's
sandwich.
it.
Yeah.
That's it. So, so you were saying that you've been preparing to be a vegan your whole entire life, essentially. It's funny
Yeah.
to look back and to see how it came into fruition. But can you tell us a
Yeah.
little bit about how you started Black Vegan Travels? I know you were saying you wanted to.
Yeah. I wanted a way to share my experiences and what I'm going through. Normally I don't really like to let people. I consider pretty much every aspect of my life to be my personal life. My personal, I don't want to share it.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of family and friends, and of course with my other channel, Melanin Squared, I do a lot of traveling to conventions. People I would meet there would ask for tips, or they'd ask for advice, or ask for my opinion on something. And I realized that being introverted isn't a reason not to share my experiences, especially when people would like to know. So
Aww. I
I
love that.
I figured people are really into their digital media.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, Instagram is the way to share it. And I do hope that people have a lot of fun when they're on the channel. I try to do things that I consider fun, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Like my fictional foods, I like to take TV show or movie based food and make it real/vegan, real
Mm-hmm.
vegan. And I also, like we were talking about earlier, want to encourage people to travel, show them it's not scary, show them that your race is not going to inhibit you. Just let them know, no, you're not made of chocolate. It's as simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna
Although we
sound
are
weird.
sweet.
Right, right. Roll up your sleeve. Or, no, it doesn't come off. But for example, Japan, since that's where I'm moving, 98% of the population is Japanese. Some people, most of their life, have never seen a person of another ethnicity, especially if they live in the countryside. So it's not even something that they're raised with to be rude and ignorant about you being even white, not just black, abroad, being a foreigner in their country. They just don't know. They don't understand. Just like you definitely wouldn't understand some of the things they do. They just don't understand some of the things we do until it's explained to us. They don't have our culture. Our movies go out later over there. They don't have our culture on the same level that we Japanese media. So
I lost my train of thought.
but the point is, I want to share these experiences. I want to let people know that it's okay to travel and get out. And if person, there are 15 other people who are asking to buy you a drink, who want to know where you're from, who they want to practice their English on you. I'll buy you food if you just sit here and talk to me. And or let me show you around my city, and not on some creepy stuff either. They actually want to show you around the city because they love their country. They love where they're from. So it's okay. I'll be going other places than Japan in the future. I do love to travel in general, but I want people to be comfortable and know what to do and be safe. I'm definitely going to be throwing a lot of safety things in and tips out. Yes, yeah.
Well, I definitely think you're already on that path, sis. You have like so many great Instagrams, so many great YouTube channels that are so informational. Definitely check it out. They'll be in the show notes, but check it out. And you're already spreading that awareness. So you're already walking in that path. And with you traveling, I also want to talk a little bit about Melanin Squared, the cosplay page that you have, which is super cool because I know growing up in Orlando, it's a little more diverse and we have lots of conventions there. But I think and I think it's really important, and I think it's so beautiful that you are into it. And I think that this is another beautiful way for you to show representation. And I'd like for you to speak on that.
This is definitely something that we need representation on, which we are starting to get more representation in Black people being seen in anime and being seen in what people wouldn't consider a community that they normally identify with. You know what I mean?
Right.
Coming back.
Hey, Marrista. Sorry.
I grew up around the kind of people who they would think you were weird.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. It just glitched for a second. Last part I heard was coming back home.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Coming back home, I realized that I grew up a lot around the kind of people who felt that, oh, why are you watching those cartoons, or you're weird for liking another culture, or, you know, you're this, that, and the other for being into whatever they weren't into. And that there isn't a lot of representation for people of color in anime, in manga, in comic books, that digital realm. You know, you've look at most of the Justice League, you got Green Lantern, and who else is black? And Cyborg. Out of like 50 people in the Justice League. Like,
man, I cannot. There's the Black Panther. I saw he was in the last Avengers.
There's Vixen, but you know, for every Black person, you can name 5 people not of color who have a major role within that form of media. And it was really cool to get into this, especially as an adult. For the most part, you know, there are trolls in every community, but most nerd community, the Black nerd community, is so against gatekeeping, and they're so open, comfortable being their silly, goofy selves. You can mix your Black culture and your Black heritage with these cartoons and these anime, and it's okay. It doesn't have to make you any less or any more of anything. It's just another aspect of your personality. And plus, it's a lot of fun. You get to meet so many new people. There's so many creative people within this community who, like me, they make their own clothes, they make their own cosplay for their favorite character.
Amazing at
makeup, they can do prosthetics, they can make armor and weapons from scratch. It's a great community of talented people, and I get excited thinking about it. They're starting to open up cons again, and it's been over a year since I've been to a con, and
that energy
of being in a sea of nerds. I don't know how
like-minded
else to
individuals.
say it. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, 2 quick questions. All right.
Sure.
First one that I just remembered. What is your favorite anime?
Oh no, that's tough.
You
That's
got 5
tough.
seconds. I'm just kidding.
That's always what it feels like when someone asks. Oh man, that's for me. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but I didn't get into anime really until my adult years. So the anime I know are, you know, some people might expect, oh, Sailor Moon's my favorite. Everybody loves to say Dragon Ball Z. I really like, there's an anime called Hunter x Hunter. Okay. That's really good. I think that's really entertaining. Even so much so that when it went from dubbed to subbed, voiceovered to it's only in Japanese, I still finished it out to watch it in Japanese because I liked it that much. I found it that entertaining. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm getting introduced to a lot more anime as time goes on. I know I'm gonna think of something as soon as
stop recording.
Yep. As soon as we turn it off. It's not my favorite, but for example, Netflix just put up a new anime called Yasuke, which is about a black samurai. And yeah, and it's based off of a real person, an actual black samurai, but of course it's been embellished with magic and things. But that's what I'm talking about seeing more culture. Or Cannon Busters. That's really cute. That's a good one. That's got a mainly minority cast. Most of the characters, I would say 80% minority cast. Michiko Tahachin, don't watch it with your kids. That's not anime.
Free warning.
The main character is Afro-Latino, and like her best friend is Afro-Latino, and it takes place in South. So it's those are the kinds of things I watch. Oh, there's another really good one. I like psychological thrillers. I like things like that. Erased. That is a really good. I don't want to spoil it, but it's about this guy who it's like right? And he has like a huge premonition kind of rewind situation, and he is trying to solve something that happened years ago, and it's really good. It's really good. It's really entertaining. So if you like psychological thrillers and you want to get into anime, Erased, that's the one. And if you like silly things that are fun, Hunter x Hunter.
I'm just myself recently getting into anime as well. I am currently still finishing Naruto, but I'm like in the Shippuden part.
Okay, all right.
It's no longer English, so I'm like fighting through those.
Okay, yes. Do I find it entertaining enough to read the subtitles?
Oh my gosh. So the thing is I really do love Naruto, and I'm so invested in this story. What it is for me is anytime, regardless of whatever I'm watching, if there were ever subtitles on the screen, I do not watch the movie because I am reading the whole entire time. So I'm just like, my eyes just won't allow me to look at the big pictures. They're like, you need to focus on one. What do you want? And then I think that like this is like what, the 40th season, and I'm thinking I'm starting to understand the Japanese.
Don't ever start watching One Piece.
Say again?
I said, don't ever start watching One Piece. That's one of the longest running anime. Oh my god, they're like over. I'm pretty sure they're close to 1,000 episodes.
Holy
One Piece
moly.
is a task. And they're still making episodes, I think. So
even better.
even better.
These are good for like binging and like long
Yes.
flights.
Yes. You're going to run into, the deeper you get into anime, you're going to run into the hiatus series where you realize, hey, this anime only has one season or it only has 2 seasons, but there's still a plot. They said to be. What happened?
What was the reason?
They went on hiatus and they never got off their hiatus, so they never finished the series.
That is the truth. It's painful.
It's painful. It hurts.
My sister also likes My Hero Academia.
Yeah, that's a cute.
Oh my gosh, it is so cute. Like ever since I started watching anime, I have to tell you, I feel like a superhero. If I'm ever in bed or if I'm ever feeling like just low, I'm always like, I just must attune my chakra.
Right, like I can pull myself out of this. They're all down in the dumps, and then their friends are like, "Are you kidding? You're awesome. Quit being stupid and go back to doing what you're doing."
Yes, I love how motivational anime is.
Yeah, it's really touching.
Even on like the serious ones, but
yeah, they slip it in there.
They do, and it's just like something that you think you wouldn't be into. And I don't know why I had the bias. I really resonate with a lot of what you said growing up. Your friends didn't necessarily accept you liking things that were somewhat outside of the culture and stuff like that. So I don't think I ever had like anything personally wrong with like Dragon Ball Z and stuff growing up. I think I just didn't watch it because it wasn't really,
what people were into.
Exactly. So I'm glad that I'm getting into it now because I guess this is when I really needed it. And when I was into it, I remember I was really into Pokemon growing up, and I was like little chunky. I was like going to school in my Pokemon shirts, and like,
my Pokemon card,
the whole 9 yards. I had like the binder and everything.
Me and my brothers would participate in tournaments. We had Pokemon cards. We would go to the little battles at Toys R Us and play other kids.
That's it. I mean, that was a craft.
Yeah.
And call it what you want.
It's a good way to socialize. You got to hang out with people who like the same thing you did.
And you got a chance to trade.
Yes.
Which was like very exciting. And that was such a good time in life. They were giving those out in like McDonald's Happy Meals with the little Pokemon balls.
Yeah. Some of those are collector's items.
Exactly.
People throw them away or they destroy them. Or
I wish I would have known about that. I wish my parents would have been like, save your stuff. I know. I mean, I guess they did try to tell me that, things are valuable. But I'm
right.
Hit it against the wall.
What will it look like if I break it too?
Yeah. Also, back to cosplay and you making outfits. Did you made it, was it your mom or was it you that made your Halloween costume on
Crucial? My mom, my dear sweet mother, whom I love so much, was kind enough to send that to me. She is where I get my craftiness in that way from. And she's the one who taught me how to crochet. She's knows how to sew. She liked making dresses for me in high school so I could wear to dances.
That's the best. It's the best, and nothing like wearing like a piece of clothing that was really made with love and like the origin and the backstory from it as well.
And I got to pick the color of the fabric, so at least it was the color I wanted,
Very inclusive. Marrista, what would you say to somebody out there who is really just wanting to possibly travel while being Black, of course, or someone who's like, what would you say to your younger version of yourself, optimally?
Save up, figure out how much you need to do the things that you want, not just the bare minimum. Don't worry about getting anyone's souvenirs or anything like that. Figure out what you want to do and start saving goal. Have a savings goal, turn it into a game, but find a reason and a way. And if you get extra money, don't say, great, that goes toward the next payment. No, it doesn't. You still have to make that next savings goal. You just happened to have extra this time. And then you can have an even better trip. Do your research and have fun. Yeah, it's great to take pictures and it's cool to take videos. But make sure you actually put your phone down and be in that moment and enjoy that experience. If someone, don't be afraid to try something new if someone offers it. If they offer you a food that's within your dietary restrictions, but you're like, I don't know, I've never had it, just try it anyway. If you didn't like it, you never have to eat it again. And now you know. But if you do like it, holy crap, you found your new favorite foreign snack or dish. Like, I guess don't be afraid and save your money wisely. That's really the only thing.
Those are all really great, amazing tips. I think my favorite one was about putting your phone down and being present. Because I know, like, being a curator, you have multiple social media platforms, you have your YouTube, and I know a lot of your content creation is heavily on the backs of you, getting that footage when you're in the moment.
Crew. Right.
So I really, really like that tip, and it's a great reminder just to be present in the moment and just to really soak it in through your eyes, regardless whether it's like through your phone. Because I know I record so many videos, and how many times do I like go back to actually even look at them?
Right.
So,
and the thing piggybacking off of that is 9 times out of 10, unless it's a once in a lifetime experience, in which case you probably knew in advance and you're prepared for it. But 9 times out of 10, the thing that you want to get a picture of or a video of real bad is still going to be there and you can do it again. Enjoy it the first time, it's for you. And then the second time, go back and get your footage and go back and do whatever you want to do to capture that moment and that experience for other people. But take care of yourself first.
That is such a golden reminder. Marrista, could you please tell us all and all of the listeners out there how we can find you and what do you have coming up?
Yes. You can find me on Black Vegan Travels on Instagram, Facebook, Anchor, YouTube, Patreon, Ko-Fi, anywhere you do social media or want to see food and travel content, Black Vegan Travels. I have coming up for that a new crochet cosplay. Very excited about that.
Okay.
Yes. And of course, the move to Japan. And I'm starting some new artistic projects. Sculpting. I won't say anything further than that, but I'm starting some new projects. So, and then Melanin Squared. It's melanin_squared on Instagram, but Melanin Squared everywhere else. That's where me and my best friend worked with me on a cruise ship, you know her, Kamina. Yes. We do anime, we do cosplay, not just the crochet cosplay. She does cosplay as well, makeup, and we're going to be covering the anime/nerd culture part of living in Japan over on Melanin Squared. We have a segment called Yokai University where I talk about different ghosts and spirits in Japanese culture and how they present themselves in modern media. So if you like that sort of stuff, head over there and watch that.
Yes, thank you so much. All of that information will be available in the show notes, so you don't have to stress if you didn't catch that. And before I end this segment, Marrista, thank you so much for taking time out of your day, coming and sharing your beautiful, vibrant light, and also just allowing the representation to show. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for asking me on and giving me a chance to talk about what I do and help anyone who needs it/wants it when it comes to changing their mindset on travel and I guess eating.
Yes. You do it so well. So I definitely appreciate you, my dear.
Thank you.
Have a beautiful day.
You as well. I'll talk to you soon.
Chat soon, my dear. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, I had so much fun recording today's podcast episode and truly don't want the conversation to end. So if you haven't seen in the show notes, you can connect with me over on Instagram at Divine Beautiful Me or Uncharted Melanin, or you could also connect with me over at Thick Sis Yoga. I'd be so happy to answer any questions and just connect with you and get a chance to know what you're doing in your life and how you're showing up within your community. I'm looking forward to chatting with you guys tomorrow. Stay blessed.